Hey, Thomas, Tapp here, and I have a question for you. Are you struggling to learn your Kong vault? Do you feel like you're training, weeks or even months on trying to get good at parkour, but you're just not picking up the moves? You feel that no matter what you do, you're just not picking this up and you're getting really frustrated? Well, I want to share with you a story. I was training with a kid who had these exact same problems, and I found out what it was that was actually causing him not to excel in parkour and get the moves that he wanted. And it was a simple thing, and I'm going to share with you in this video exactly what that is. Now, I don't know exactly your situation, but you might be doing this one thing, so I wanted to share this with you. And I've noticed that many people actually do this, and I've been guilty of doing this too. So I'll tell you first the story. I was training with a kid, and he wanted to get better at parkour. He was complaining about not being able to learn these moves. We go out and train for a few days, and I find that when we go out and train, we start working on basic moves, his mind goes in other directions. He starts texting on his phone, and he starts talking to his girlfriend, then he talks about other things. And when we were drilling some moves and going through the movements, it was more like this. The guy was going through the motions, kind of doing the vault here and there, but you could tell just through the body language, just through his the way he was training, there was no intention. There's no intention to actually get better. And the whole time, what I realized is many of us do this, and it's not being focused. It's not being focused on what we actually want to do and focusing on the goals that we want to accomplish. You need to be hungry when you're doing this. You need to be ready to go, and you want to be constantly trying to improve, constantly trying to get better. So with each vault, you're constantly trying to improve on that vault. With each little movement, you're constantly focusing on, how do I improve on this? How do I get better? When you're at home, you're studying and trying to figure out different exercises and different things to get that Kong vault. You're working on your flexibility and your mobility, and you're constantly just motivated to get better. Now, if you're going through your training, you're just kind of going through the motions, and you're constantly distracted, or you go to jams. I see this a lot of times when I'm at jams. People are there, and they're most of the time they're just talking, walking around, and letting other people kind of do the training. And then I hear some people complain about where they are with their skill level. It's because you got to be in it. You got to be training. You got to be focused. You got to train with intention, and you got to take it serious. So if you're struggling and you've been trying for months and stuff, just take a look. Step back a little bit and see. Have you been distracted? Have you been when you train, do you have your phone on? Do you text and stuff when you train? Because when we're training parkour, a lot of us, we don't have coaches there to make sure that we do certain reps and certain drills. And then if we do have coaches, it's still up to you to train with that intention to really focus on trying to improve with every little movement. So that's what this video was about. I got that huge insight with training with this person, and it's a big thing. So I really want you to do that. I really want you to, if you're in this position, take a step back. See if you're really focusing on your training. Are you really dedicating yourself to the training? And then if so, then there's other things that you need to be doing. Like you need to look at how you're training and try to change it up a little bit. But for a lot of us, this focus, if you're going to a jam and you're standing around, you're not going for new moves, you're not really pushing yourself, or if you're just in your training, you're going through the motions, then you need to be doing that. So that's why I wanted to share with you in this video. Now, this might not be for everyone, but I know some of you out there, even if you don't realize it or not, are doing this thing. You're not being focused with it. So do that. Really take a look back and see if you're doing these things. When you train next time, don't even have your phone on, and really get hungry with it, get motivated, and try to go to the next level. Alright, so I want to leave you with an exercise so you can take action right now to really get your Kong vault or handstand or whatever it is that you want to learn. So I want you to get a sheet of paper right now, write down the goal that you want to achieve. So if it's you want to learn your Kong vault, write that down, and then write down the things that you're going to have to do to accomplish that. And then also start planning out your schedule so you can start training that move. So dedicate 30 minutes to an hour each day to focusing on learning that move. It might not even be actually training the move. It might be coming up with ways to build up the strength and coming up with ways to actually train the move and learn different gradual progression steps. Now, if you are struggling with your Kong, you haven't seen our Kong vault tutorial, click this link over here. We break it down very well so you have gradual progression steps, exercises, things like this. So do this action step, get that sheet of paper, write down your goal, start creating a plan for it, write down the things that you need to do to accomplish that goal, and then start implementing it. Really focus on it. When you go out and train, don't turn on your cell phone. Keep it off and really focus on yourself and focus on that move. And if you want to take your training to the next level, you can sign up for our free 5-day parkour course in the description below. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and also leave a comment with your thoughts, any things that you struggle with, and then I'll see you in the next video.